Good evening to all of you. Today, we're going to talk about the 10th and final episode on Surah Yunus, titled "And Do Not Be Among the Polytheists," and no soul can believe except by Allah's permission, and He places defilement upon those who do not use reason. The recitation. Abu Bakr used to recite the word that you see here with a nun as. The meaning here is that no human can believe except by Allah's permission or command. And Allah will punish the polytheists on the Day of Judgment because they did not obey Him in this verse during their lives. Source: Moralim al-Tanzil, al-Baghawi. The question is, if faith cannot be attained except by Allah's permission and command in the first place, then what is the fault of the souls to whom Allah does not grant permission to believe? Say, look at what is in the heavens and the earth, but neither signs nor warnings will benefit a people who do not believe. The meaning here is, say to them, O Muhammad, look at the sky and what it contains of signs like the moon and the stars, and look at the earth and what it contains of signs like the mountains and the seas. But they still will not believe. Why? Because their lack of faith was already recorded in Allah's eternal knowledge, written in the preserved tablet. In other words, it has been known since eternity, even before they were born, that Allah knows they would not believe in the first place. But still, tell them the source is the same. Moralim al-Tanzil by al-Baghawi. The question here is, why does Allah ask the polytheists to look at the sky and the earth and what they contain of signs, proofs, and evidences, as long as, according to His eternal knowledge, they will not believe? So, are they waiting for anything except the days of those who came before them? Say, then wait, for I am with you among those who wait. The meaning here is, what are the contemporary disbelievers of the Prophet, those who are the polytheists of Mecca, expecting? All of them, that the same thing will happen to them as happened to the previous peoples who were also polytheists. What exactly are they waiting for? Do they think God is going to give them a reward or something? So God is telling him, O Muhammad, say to them, wait for your Lord's promise of punishment. The source here is Fath al-Qadi by al-Shakani. The question here is, why did God delay their punishment? The punishment of these polytheists is mentioned in verse 102 that we're discussing, because what does He say to him? He says to him, tell them, wait, and I am with you among those who are waiting, meaning there won't be any punishment in this world. That's it. And then, what else does He say to him? And if it weren't for a word that had already been decreed, if your Lord hadn't already made a promise, He would have finished them off in this world. But He made a covenant with Himself. That's it. He won't hold them accountable except in the hereafter. Okay, so we have verse 102 and verse 19 from Surah Yunus itself. Here, the punishment is postponed until the hereafter. All right, fine. But in Yunus itself, punishment did happen in this world too. Here, he uses the past tense. And we have already destroyed generations before you. We destroyed them, and that's it. All right, very good. That's Yunus 13. So, there is punishment in this world and destruction in this world, like Yunus 13. And there is also postponement of punishment to the hereafter, like Yunus 102 and Yunus 19. The question is, what are the rules based on which God destroys some disbelieving people in this world, while postponing the punishment, reckoning, and destruction of other disbelievers to the hereafter? Then we save our messengers and those who believe. Thus it is incumbent upon us to save the believers. The meaning here is, Just as we saved the previous messengers and those who believed in their message, and destroyed their nations, meaning the disbelievers among them and those who rejected their message, likewise, we will save you and the believers with you, O Muhammad, and this is a definite promise upon us. The source is Jami al-Bayan fi Tafsir al-Quran by al-Tabari. Say, O people, if you are in doubt about my religion, then I do not worship those whom you worship besides Allah, but I worship Allah, who causes you to die, and I have been commanded to be among the believers. The meaning here is, say to the polytheists from your people, O Muhammad, those who were astonished that revelation was sent to you, if you are in doubt about my religion, then I do not worship your idols, which neither harm nor benefit, but rather I worship my Lord, who has commanded me to be among the believers in him. The source is Jami al-Bayan fi Tafsir al-Quran by al-Tabari. The question here says, and I have been commanded to be among the believers. Is faith something that comes by command? And set your face toward the religion, upright, and do not be among the polytheists. The meaning here, God is telling the Prophet, remain steadfast upon the upright religion of Islam, O Muhammad, and be straight upon it, and do not deviate from it toward Judaism, Christianity, or idol worship. And do not associate rivals with God, lest you be among the doomed. The source is the same, Jami al-Bayan fi Tafsir al-Quran by al-Tabari. The question here is, God, who chose the Prophet Muhammad above all his creation to be his prophet, messenger, and bearer of his message, is telling him, and do not be among the polytheists. What is the secret behind this divine address to the Prophet Muhammad in this manner? The second question, was it conceivable, possible, or logical for the Prophet Muhammad to be among the polytheists, given that he was a divine choice in the first place? I mean, God certainly knows, in his book and in the preserved tablet, according to his eternal and ancient knowledge, that the Prophet Muhammad would never associate others with him, yet he still tells him, and do not be among the polytheists. I don't understand this. And do not call upon, besides God, that which neither benefits you nor harms you. For if you do, then you would surely be among the wrongdoers. The meaning here is, do not worship anyone other than God, O Muhammad. So if you worship it, it won't benefit you, and if you disobey it, it won't harm you. If you worship anyone other than God, then you will be among the wrongdoers, or you will be a wrongdoer. The source here is Al-Qurtubi's Al-Jami li Ahkam al-Quran. The question here is, it says, for if you do, then you would surely be among the wrongdoers. Was it even possible for the Prophet Muhammad to call upon anyone besides God? Is that even conceivable? After all, the Prophet Muhammad is God's own chosen one, and if God touches you with harm, no one can remove it except him, and if he wants good for you, no one can withhold his favor. He bestows it upon whomever he wills among his servants, and he is the all-forgiving, most merciful. The meaning is, if God afflicts you, O Muhammad, with hardship, no one can remove it from you except him. And if he grants you abundance in health and provision, no one can withhold it from you. The source is Bar al-Ulum by al-Samarkandi. I don't have a question here. Say, O people, the truth has come to you from your Lord. So whoever is guided, it is only for his own benefit, and whoever goes astray, it is only to his own loss. And I am not a guardian over you. The meaning here is, say to the people, O Muhammad, the Quran has come to you with goodness. Whoever believes in it has followed the truth and saved himself from the fire. And whoever disbelieves in it has gone astray, leading to destruction. And I, as Muhammad the Prophet, am not able to prevent punishment from you. Only Allah alone is capable. He alone can prevent punishment from you on the Day of Judgment. The source is Nazm al-Durar fi Tanasub al-Ayat wa al-Suwar by al-Bikarai. The question here says, so whoever is guided, it is only for his own benefit. Meaning, the decision is up to the person himself, you see, and whoever goes astray, it is only to his own loss. Guidance and misguidance are in the hands of the person, by the person's own decision, exclusive to God. Let's look at these verses. It says in Surah Yunus, verse 100, the one we started with, and no soul can believe except. Pay attention to this except here. This means that the decision isn't the person's, it's God's decision, and He guides whom He wills. So here as well, the will isn't the person's. It's only God's will. And then in Surah Al-Mudathir, He says, He leads astray whom He wills and guides whom He wills. So the decision is God's, not the person's, in 3 consecutive verses, 2 of them in Surah Yunus and 1 in Al-Mudathir. Okay, but verse 108, which we're discussing, made guidance and misguidance a human decision. So the question is guidance a human decision or a divine one? And follow what is revealed to you, and be patient until God judges, for He is the best of judges. This verse is connected to the one before it. God commands the prophet to follow the revelation and to be patient in delivering the message despite any harm that befalls him, until God judges between those who go astray and those who are guided. Between those who follow the prophet and those who oppose him, meaning that God is the best judge among people. The source is the same, Nazm al-Durar fi Tanasub al-Ayat wa al-Suwar by al-Bikarai. The question here is, when it says He is the best of judges, are there other judges for God to be the best among them? Thank you very much. See you next time. Goodbye.